Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Comic Game Movie Show. My name is Deshaun, and today I'm here to review, well, interestingly, a new show. Well, if you know me, then you know that I am a huge comic book fan. I love I love a bunch of comic book. I love just about every comic book thing I see. Almost, I should know. But I'm a fan of all comic book things. Preacher, things outside of superheroes. But like I'm a big superheroes fan. And when I was younger, not to age myself. I'm 21, so not to age myself here. But when I was younger, we used to watch Justice League. Justice League. Remember that animated show with Batman and them? And then it'll extend, and then it'll become like Justice League Unlimited and stuff like that. Those shows were so classic. They were so good. They were so fun. And we're going through a patch right now in superhero TV shows because when I was growing up, the animated X-Men show was awesome. They had the animated Batman movie was iconic. Like there's so many good Spider-Man, the animated Spider-Man cartoon show was really good. There's so many good ones, so good that I actually went back on Hulu and rewatched some of those classic animated shows, and they still are awesome to me. They still stand up. Some of the jokes are dated and some of the themes are dated, but it still stands up. Some of those cartoons are really good. So, and lately we haven't really been getting anything. I mean, we've been getting pretty shit poor things like Teen Titans Go. That shit is Teen Titans Go on Cartoon Network, which is pretty much a spoof of the original Teen Titans show that I used to watch when I was a kid. I thought that was a fantastic show too. And Teen Titans Go, like I remember like a long time ago, maybe like when it came out like 3-4 years ago, I remember like just chilling and just being like, oh, Teen Titans is back, cool, man, check it out. And I was like, oh no, what the fuck is this shit? And it really wasn't really, I mean, it's funny. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes they're self-aware, the jokes are kind of funny. Because when I want to relax, I sometimes watch cartoons. Because I feel like cartoons are so innocent that you can kind of just relax and watch it and not have to put a crap ton of thought into it. So I still sometimes do, like, whenever I'm trying to just chill out, I watch cartoons here and there. And then I saw, like, this, and I was just looking on the YouTube and whatnot, and I saw this, like, clip from this new show they came out with called Justice League Action, which is the show I'm going to review. Justice League Action, which is basically supposed to be the new version of the Justice League show, like the original show that I was just telling you about. And I gotta say, I saw promotional stuff for this years ago, and I was like, okay, it's gonna be just like Teen Titans Go. It's gonna be, oh my god, you guys are just shitting down the throats. Like the last time I saw a really legitimately fantastic, good animated show, it got canceled, and that was Young Justice. Young Justice was a damn good show. It was a really good, well done show. I enjoyed the hell out of it. Me and Seth talked about it. Like, we don't know about that 5 years later leap, but I like the show. And, well, it just got a second season, so that's cool. I think it's going to be on Netflix or something like that. But, yeah, it just got a second season. But, that was the last time. That was the last time I saw an actual good, superhero show. And then Earth Mightiest Heroes, and I was pissed off about that. And everyone else pissed off about Spectacular Spider-Man. I know, that was a really good show too, but hey, they keep canceling them, you know what I mean? Like, none of these shows get long, runs like some of the other weird cartoons, like a regular show and all those other cartoons. But anyways, back to Justice League Action. It's a good show. Like, shockingly, it's a good show, because it's you know what? It really is just the Justice League that I knew when I was a kid, except they added a few things. One, they fluffed them up a bit. Because when you look at the way their artwork is, it looks super kid-friendly. Like, they look a little fluffy. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but they look a little more toony. Like, in the olden ones, they were a little bit more, there was a little bit more detail, and they were a little bit more, precise. They were in that style that they were doing back then, with the, square jaw and stuff, with the actual square. Now they look a little bit more cartoony. Like, I'd say Wonder Woman looks a little cartoony. She looks like a little bit more cartoony. All of them look a little bit more cartoony. But the appearances are so deceiving, because when you start watching it, because I remember I was just like, fuck it, you know what, I'm not doing anything today, I'll watch an episode. And I watched it, and I realized this is really just the classic JLL Justice League show that I watched when I was a kid, except with a different coat of paint. Like, basically, it's like just a different coat of paint. They got different voice actors. They got a couple different voice actors. I think the voice actors of the actual Justice League characters do a great job. And they got James Woods to come and voice Lex Luthor, so that was kind of funny. I was like, is that James Woods? The voice sounds familiar. But yeah, and it's just that, and the jokes are a little toned up. Like, there are more jokes in it than the original Justice League show. So it's a new coat of paint with a few more jokes. But if you were a fan of the old Justice League show, the old Justice League Unlimited and all that, you would be a fan of this because they do a lot of the same things, except there is no arcing narrative. There's just and it's on a kids channel, so it's on Cartoon Network, so they weren't gonna have too many. It's about each episode's about 15 minutes, but it's like a mission or a job or something's happening and this is happening and they just put you right into it and they capture all of the characters. In my opinion, the show does a great job capturing all of these all of the different Justice League members, though they really only focus on the Trinity, which is Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman. They really focus on those guys. But you see Blue Beetle, you see Swamp Thing, you see Lobo, you see them all, man. You see Hawkman, you see Green Arrow, you see other Avengers, you see Martian Manhunter, you see other Justice League members, because it's kind of hinted, like I like how the show does it though, because it's not really hinted. It's like hinted that they're just throwing you right in the middle of a Justice League. Like they don't pump it up. They're not like, oh, they're getting together and this is how they get, like, when the original Justice League, the first episode was them getting together. This one's just like, nope, they're right in the middle of it, right slam dam in the middle of it. The Justice League has been formed like maybe a little bit now, because the main Justice League members have been together for a while, because they just pop you right into it. I actually like that. They just push you right into it, and that's kind of a cool thing too, because they don't do that a lot like in other things, but they just throw you right into it. Every episode's a different scenario, a different thing going on. They throw you right into it. You're right into the action. It never feels cheesy. It never feels like it feels like it feels like I'm watching a classic. It feels like I'm watching a new coat of paint classic version of the old Justice League, which is why I feel like I wanted to review it, because it was so shocking to me how much I enjoyed it. And yeah, fuck it. Yeah, sure, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the kids show, but fuck it. I got no shame in my game about that. But it just shocked me how well it was done, because I thought it was like some fluff fest, and it was actually good. Like I said, I like it. I dug a lot of the things they were doing. The voice actors are they got some really good voice actors. I don't know if they got the original voice actor for the Joker to come back. I don't think they got Mark Hamill to come back, but they got someone who's pretty damn close, because he does a pretty good job of doing his best Mark Hamill impersonation, because when the Joker shows up, he wrecks shit. And, they even got Constantine in this, man. They even got Constantine and Zatanna in this, man. Like, I love it. It's just like such a surprise every episode, because you're never quite sure who's going to show up, and you're never quite sure how the scenario is going to play out. And I just think that's kind of a cool thing. Like, there's no arcing thing. It's cool. Like I said, I like the show. I dig it. I hope it gets a second season. It's really fun. And they play with some other things, like the Wonder Woman relationship with Superman and other things like of that nature. You really don't see any sidekicks, but I guess they're trying to hint it that the sidekicks are doing Teen Titan things. But you know what? Like I said, I enjoyed the show. I'm not you know what? If you are a fan of the classic, the age times of great animated cartoon shows, like I said, like a Justice League, like an X-Men or Batman, or even the newer ones like Avengers, Everybody's Heroes, or any of those really good ones. If you're a fan of those old ones when you were growing up like me, this show really captures a lot of that vibe. It really does. It does a good job capturing a lot of the classic homage to. Only problem I got is they're a little short, in my opinion. That's the only problem I got, is they're a little short, so they kind of wrap things up sometimes in a neat bow that wouldn't have happened if they had a little bit more time to make it. But it's not fluffy. Like, that's what I was like, you know what? At least it's not as fluffy as I thought it'd be. It feels like one of those classic cartoon shows. It's actually a good cartoon show. Maybe that's why I'm doing this review, because it's actually a good cartoon show. So, anyways, thank you for joining me on Comic and Movie Show. Tell me below, what is your favorite superhero cartoon show when you were growing up as a kid, or even now? But what is your favorite one? Comment below. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.